Hello everyone, welcome to another G-Shock unboxing video. Today I have this GW-9010 series models. Which is here is the figurine by this Casio and Playset product collaboration release figurine. Look at that. Same eye. You could always see all this in YouTube videos, doing some karate going on. So I'm just gonna leave it here, not gonna open this sealed plastic parts because this thing is very collectible. But yeah, just thought share with you guys one of this because they didn't get much love these days for some reason. I don't know what, but we only know this guy here. So like a lot of shit thing, but today's not about this, fellas. I will create another special video for this guy. For today, here it is. This guy right here. Look at that. Look at that. There it is. This guy represents this, or this is anyway. Just put them all aside first. Today will be about this Mudman. This is the basic version. The reference number for this, looking at the backplate, GW-9010, module number 3150 there. And stainless steel back made in China with this mold holding a antenna logo because this is the Multiband's 6th version written on top of there. So let me take this. There it is. So this is receiving signal for time synchronization to show accurate time all the time. Mudman, of course, this is the Mudman series, but a different type of engine or module. It has similar size of the 9000 series Mudman. I would guess most of you guys already seen this type of Mudman before, but anyway, let's have a look on the features on this side. I'm going to highlight all the things that most people gonna miss if you're looking just for photos online or just videos. So much better. A Mudman usually will come with a protected type of button with this special extra resin parts, and it have this two enclosed body inside there. This is the purple one. Here is the actual body of the watch, and this is the resin part that enclose them together and seal everything from mud. So there is this mud. Here is the button on this side in square with a lot of texture. You can actually feel it, and you can press it there. Look at that. It is very hard to press. It's really pretty stiff and gonna hurt your finger if you're using it for quite some time. This is some of the added features down here for grip, and also providing some gap between the wrist and your watch so you won't sweat that much, also for protection. And the buttons on this side are gonna have a circle type of buttons, similar feature or texture, and a similar type of stiffness to it as well. But this on this side, if you look at it, it really looks like a frog, man. Actually, the eye of a frog. But anyway, moving on the bezel. Yeah, of course, it comes with a G button in the middle here. This is for the backlight. There it is. And I'm not sure if you guys could see it anywhere else. If you look close enough into the watch face of this model, you can see there are a lot of texture for the tough solar feature that this model have. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm not sure if you guys could see that. There is. You can see the texture of this panel around this watch display over here, and you will also see the Mudman writings here being differently placed right in the middle in red colorway. Right writings all around. Multiband 6 printed on there. Look at that. This is not the top solar part, this is the square, but all around it is the top solar part. And they have this look at that on this side. Look at the rainbow colorway of the finishing. Have the hexagonal B, or a very futuristic look on the design or the texture of the top solar model. And I don't think there are much top solar model that's out there that have these same features, and the only way you could get there, of course, from the Mudman, and the most famous one would be the Master of July, such as the Mudmaster. So yeah, Mudmaster still maintaining the same feature, although the shape is pretty different. But yeah, those are some of the highlight points that you need to look for when you're purchasing the 9010 Mudman series. Every G-Shock watch have built for a reason, for a targeted type of sports or targeted type of consumer. In this model, it is targeted towards the rally racing. So the main features that no watch have, that this model have, is a rally timer, which I'll go after. Not a rally computer, it is a rally timer. Two different things, but still on the same category. That's why you're seeing the design wise on this display of this Mudman is really dope. Actually, they have this very symmetrical and very sporty like type of design, especially on top here. They just consume just tiny parts for the seconds indicator that G-Shock usually have for I don't know what reason, but I like the way they place this G button in the middle here. This G will act as an indicator if this watch has successfully received the multiband 6 wave sector signal or not for the day. So when this G is light up in the middle there, you know you're good and the time is accurate based on your location. And of course down here day, date, and you know what, let me turn on the test screen of this watch real quick. Here it is. Now I'm going to cover everything on this video, so this video is gonna be really long, so just bear with me. Down here will be the mode, time, of course, PM, and another time part of it, so it's time depending on which mode you are at, AEL or of course, DST, and power saving mode, and yeah, that's all. Press here again, more indicator, some code 3150 Tokyo, and we're back. All right, first let me show you guys how to set up the watch. Of course, press just on top of here, and first thing, of course, the city code will start blinking for you to set up the home city depending on which you are locating. In my case, in Tokyo, of course, auto for DST time setting. Just leave it auto actually for this watch to figure out on its own, you know, when is the actual calendar or day to it will add the 1 hour for DST based on your location as well. So I'm going to leave it at auto. Press mode will go to the next setting, 24. Let's use 12 hour system so you can see the PM going on up there. Press mode will enter the seconds, so you want to reset it to 0, you can do that as well. And if you press split reset here, this auto light duration, if I'm not mistaken, will light on, so it's gonna move from 1.5 seconds to 3 seconds now. Let's go with 3 seconds, of course. Press mode again. This is the hours and minutes, just in case you want to add 1 hour or minus 1 hour, if you want to do so, you can do that over here, also in minutes as well. And the year and the months and the day. And power saving mode, of course, let's leave it on, you know, just to save some battery. Okay, sorry. And we are done on this part. Press adjust and finish setting up the watch. Very much simple. At home time, oh, since I already set up, you can see that the G logo now disappeared already, man. It's similar things also being utilized on the, if I'm not mistaken, the Frogman, the triple sensor version, you know, that G logo on top of the eye ring that people almost barely notice actually. If you press split reset at home time, it will enter the world time mode, so basically you can see the world time at home time as well. Just that YEA, which already preset the world time mode. Anyway, just gonna display the day of the week instead. Press start, stop, and home time to enter the get. This is when you could tell when is the last time this watch received the multiband 6 wave signal, or you can just turn it off just to save battery, you know, but the G will be off. Press start, stop again to go back to home time. And now, you know what, let's have a look at the afterglow again. No logo at all, but it's now we're already set up to 3 seconds, so you can see better now. Look at that. It's the battery indicator up here. Do that. The upper part there will be some seconds indicator, which will be used at rally timer as well later on. But down here, snooze alarm indicator, signal indicator, low, medium, high battery indicator. This is battery reverse, so you know high. I'm at high battery, so I'm good. Press mode will enter the rally timer mode. Very weird type of timer mode that I barely know how to use, but anyway, I'm just going to demonstrate to you guys how it works. Split set on top of here to, you know, at 10 minutes of countdown, sort of like a countdown timer, but this part will go countdown, this top part will go upwards. Set it to 1 hour, no, let's set to only 10 minutes. There it is. Or you can just press adjust up here, where you could set it again as well off, you know, if you want to do so. And let's go with 10 minutes, of course. Press mode if you want to add 1 hour or 10 minutes, you can do that as well. The preset if every 10 minutes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You know what, for L1 I'm gonna set it up to 1 minute only, so you know you can see that as well for more quicker. I'm not gonna waste much more time here. Press adjust and done. Alright, let's start our rally timer. Start now, and we will count down first. This is the actual counting thing, so you can see now it's working. At 3 seconds it will beep once, and this second hand indicator up here will act accordingly, light in or light on at every 10 seconds. And when this time runs out, this sort of like a stopwatch, but not the stopwatch. Stopwatch mode has a different mode. They call this rally stage. Now let's hear the beep. It's gonna sound pretty different. 2, 1, start. Now your rally racing already start, just keep racing on. If you know about rally sports, you totally gonna know what this thing is all about. But if you don't, then you don't. So you can see now the timer up here is going up and this bar is going down. So let's wait a little until everything just a 1 minute wait. You know what? Let's just wait. .30 seconds beep. And by the way, if you're hearing some noise going on, it is actually raining right now while I was filming this, so forgive me for about the background noise going on here. I'll try to increase the volume of this song in this video just a little bit, so you guys won't be annoyed by this background noise, you know. Anyway, 10, 9, 8. See, the sound is pretty different from regular beat actually. This one is off, the stopwatch there will keep going on. We have some animation going on up there as well, which is great. And just keep going on. There is when press start now, it will reset there. If you press reset up here, it will reset to 0, and at the same time register that time at recall mode, which will next. Here, REC, this is the third data recall. You know, from here you can tell when is the last time that data was recorded, which is just now 11:50 date, and the rally timer is at 1:13 minutes and 1/10 seconds, all the way to 1 hour. It's actually, and you can see the previous data as well. This is the total lapse time. Data number 1, 31 minutes. Data number 2, 10 minutes. This is while I was testing out this watch actually. Data number 3, and this is the total actually. Press adjust. You know, just if you want to reset it all to 0, split reset and start stop at the same time. Cleared. Done. Now let's move to the next function, which is the regular type of deal, which we're gonna get to in most watch. So I'm just gonna go real quick. Add in DST, add YEA. You know what? Let's set it up to how about New York? Okay, let's go Chicago. A lot more city codes. Yeah, New York. So we could see this all the time again at home time. Down on this part, actually very much simple. Press mode. We'll go to alarm mode. Of course, you can just turn it on using this split reset here, off, on. Alarm number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and snooze. Let's turn the snooze alarm as well. So let's see the indicator up here, and let's turn on the signal as well. So the indicator up here, and done. You can adjust this alarm, of course, if you want to do so. Add hours, minutes, and the specific date or months that you want this alarm to ring. The whole month or the whole or specific date only. But done. Press mode will enter the stopwatch. This will work similar, so let's go through real quick. We just have some animations going on up there. Reset, start, split time, split off, split off, stop, start. Start, reset. I'm sorry. Start again. You know, just really simple stuff. Really simple. Everybody already knows about this. Not much to show on this part. Press mode will enter the countdown timer mode. If pretty much similar as well. You need to adjust this part, of course, if you want to do so. Let's start to 1 minute, and that's done. And there it is. And this mode actually, this part will show the countdown timer, and this part it will keep remind you that the timer mode you set for this time is at 1 minute. So just a reminder down there, mode reminder, and the seconds counter up there going on. So let's try this thing out all the way to the end. No sound, no beeping at all the way to the end. 3, 2, 1. There. It will show a different type of beeping sound actually, different from the rally stage actually. There. Let's wait a little bit. Okay, down. Let's move on. Let's move to the next one. We're back to home time, and down on this part, you know what? Let's zoom out. I'm going to show you guys some of the thoughts, my opinion on this piece. Very dope, very good looking watch. You have a similar type of texture on the watch band with the holes up there to keep your wrist aerated, yeah, to keep it cool and stuff tolerant on there. A lot of texture going on, sort of like a tire track. Of course, this watch is built for racing or sports car type of sports. Yeah, anyway, down here with the texture, you can see similar texture on the Mudmaster as well. Very much simple. All Mudman have these features. Very interesting. Up here as well, similar type of texture. The watch band, the band keeper is all black. This is the buckle by Casio Japan sign. Double buckle actually, very nice thing to have, although this is just not too expensive type of watch. Shock rated up there, if I'm not mistaken, mod G-Shock up here. I really love the display on this piece. Very symmetrical, very sporty, very dope, very nice, and man, just gotta love this solar panel around there. Very beautiful, very futuristic. Like, look at the screws on this side as well. Very nice fit, very lightweight, and just perfect watch, almost perfect. And that's why this video is getting a lot longer than I already planned. So I appreciate you guys for spending your time to watching all of my video. I really appreciate your support. Leave a like if you found this video useful or entertaining possible, and of course also subscribe, man, for more G-Shock related contents like this in the future. Thank you very much for watching again. This is G-Shock High Fashion channel, and